Yeah.
Hey.
Hi, my dear friend. We have today our guest, Mr. Kloucek.
Yes.
From Austria. He is General Secretary of PAN Europa, right?
Correct. Yes. Great to be here with you.
Yeah, great to see you and meet you and to talk with you. Can you tell me your impression about what is going in our Ukraine now?
Once again, what is?
Can you share your impression, your feeling about Ukraine? What is going on since 24th February?
Okay, thanks. Yeah, well, what is going on is horrible, and it's not only going on since February 24th. It already started in the year 2014 when the Kremlin occupied and then annexed Crimea, and then started the war in Donbass. And what's happening now is a full-scale invasion in which Putin tries to get Ukraine under control, but fails. He does not get Ukraine under control. And what he is doing now is he tries to destroy everything. It reminds me somehow on what happened 90 years ago when Stalin tried to starve the Ukrainians by this Holodomor. Just kill everybody who is not on his side. Yeah, this is the behavior of a war criminal, of a gangster, whatever you can say. Yeah, but not a normal person.
Yeah. I'm agree with you that we also, impart same feeling and same things and what is going on that due to one guy, whole world now disturbed.
Yeah.
Quack from epicenter. Yeah. Mr. Kloucek, tell me what is their feeling in Austria? I mean, in Austrian government, what they are doing to help Ukraine in this situation to get recovered and help Ukrainians who are coming to Austria?
I'm not part of the government. I'm from a non-governmental organization, but what I see is that the Austrian government tries to do its best. I mean, you know that Austria is a neutral country. Personally, I'm not in favor of this neutrality, but it's a fact that we have this neutrality, which means that Austria cannot deliver weapons. But what Austria can do and what Austria is doing is to help with humanitarian aid, with support for refugees. To give you one example, on Monday I've been to a charity concert, and the director of the musical academy told us about a program which is running for refugees and how she supports the students from Ukraine who are studying here in Vienna, but also the support given by civil society organizations and others for people from Ukraine who had to leave the country because their houses, etc., was destroyed.
Yeah. So you see that government helping from their side as well as citizens. What is among citizens, as you are from non-governmental organization, you are more connected with people, right? So what is general people they are doing to help Ukrainians who are coming to Austria?
Well, what I see, and of course I'm in contact with people who are in favor of Ukraine and want to support Ukraine, is a lot of support from all over the country for people from Ukraine to come back to this charity concert I mentioned. They collected there about 10,000 euro for the support of Ukraine. This was a small piece, but it's one of many pieces which where money is collected to support people. Saturday there will be another big charity event in Vienna where I should be. So people see what's going on in Ukraine. They have contact to people from Ukraine. The Ukrainian society here in Austria is also very active to support their friends in Ukraine who are still at home, their families in Ukraine. So a lot of help is going on, and one of the biggest charity events which starts now and is broadcasted is also dedicated to collect money for Ukraine.
Yeah, and the pan-Europa, there is also concern about this war. Yeah, also they are trying to help support. As a leader of pan-Europa, what you envision that what pan-Europa can do for more for Ukrainians to support?
I mean, Pan-Europa was from the beginning, and when I say beginning, then back to the independence of Ukraine in 1991, an organization which strongly supported the independence of Ukraine and also strongly supported the accession of Ukraine to the European Union. We have been the organization which always said, let's change the neighborhood policy into an accession policy, an enlargement policy, because Ukraine is part of Europe. The will of the Ukrainian people is to be part of Europe. So let us support them. What we can do is raise awareness, speak out what's going on there in Ukraine. And this is what our president, Karl von Habsburg, does in several TV shows and speeches, interviews, etc., etc. What we did, for example, a week ago in a big congress on the occasion of 100 years of Pan-Europa. And the second part is, of course, we can also collect money and send it to Ukraine or to support concrete projects. To give you one example, a young friend of ours twice went with a bus full of material with food for children, etc., to in that case to Chernihiv. We could make the contact to deliver how do you call that, a car for medical support, to deliver it to Ukraine, etc., etc. So this is what we can do and what we try to do.
Yeah, great. That's Pan-Europa also as a non-governmental organization to support in such case. Okay, and tell me what you leader, you are also leading, you know, that's great organization that is more than 100 years that I was
not me, but the organization.
Organization, yes, sure, but this is a legacy. And you are part of this organization. You are not part, you are leader of that. And recently in November, there was a big event there, and I was when and did not get through, but there was a great event. So what you see this war as a leader, what is best solution? Because whenever I talk with anyone, any leader, politician, non-politicians, they all say there is only one solution: connection with NATO, connection with NATO. So what is the solution of this war?
I said that in an interview during this congress, which was made by a lady from a TV station from Chernihiv, and I still think that I'm right with my interpretation. There is only one solution for this war, and this solution means that Ukraine is so strong with the support of Europe and the support of the United States and the support of whoever, that they can kick out the Russians from the Ukrainian territory. Only a victory on the battlefield or a strong progress on the battlefield will force Putin to stop his invasion. This is not very funny what I have to say, but I think it's realistic. I would like having another situation which can sit together and say, okay, Vladimir, let's have a drink and stop this crazy war, but this is not possible with this guy.
Yeah, I think that you are right, because there is in a battlefield only to finalize, but end of the day we have to finalize every all deal can be finalized only on table, right? War also on table. Therefore, there should be initiative from world leaders also that to combine together and this guy to stop the war, either this way at battlefield or at table, but end of the day at the table, isn't it? Because at battlefield we can fight but end of the day, yeah, on what terms, condition, or what for Ukraine acceptable, what for Russia acceptable side. Otherwise, it is going on, and it will go for a long time, right? And end of the day, we are suffering.
Yeah.
I mean, simple people who are living in Ukraine. We are today, without light, without electricity, in different parts of the Ukraine, without water and everything. We have no shelter for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Tragedy. And this tragedy due to one guy who is, moving the world in a bad way. So
yeah.
Here I agree with you. And also tell me about this Ukrainian communication with people, as per culture. I mean, European, Ukrainian culture mix. How you see that there can be synergy, or there is a synergy. If Ukrainian get freely to, Austria, and Austrian Ukrainian, you see any synergy? I mean, in not only in culture, in business, in different others area. Did you see any synergy?
Yes, of course, there is synergy. I mean, Ukraine is a European country. Ukraine has European culture. We have a lot of singers, songwriters, whatever, poets, writers from Ukraine who are now here in Austria. We had that in former times. Think about the writers from the western part of Ukraine, Bukovina, from Chernivtsi, who came to Austria, some of them, and lived there. So this connection is there. This is an old connection. This is an old cultural connection. You have a lot of writers which books are translated into German. When you have a very famous writer in Ukraine, Sergei Shaidan, who wrote the libretto for the opera The King of Ukraine, which was a Habsburg.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you heard about that. So this connection is there. And I think this cultural connection is also very important to give a feeling to people in Austria here that we belong together somehow.
Yeah.
The language is different and difficult.
Yeah, thank you very much for your, so open discussion. Can you share your some, I mean, some thoughts about Ukrainian, that what they have to, how they have to get now more motivation to be in this time, in critical time, strong?
To be honest, I have no idea how I could motivate the Ukrainians, because they have such a high motivation. I mean, imagine if you live in a country where have you no electricity, no water, and no heating, and it has it's minus degrees, yeah, and they are still standing there and are still strong and say, no, we are going to defend our country, we are going to defend our families, but we are also going to defend Ukraine, not only Ukraine, but also Europe. I mean, this is a strong motivation. I have no idea how I could give them more motivation than what they already have.
Yeah, you are right, because, we all say that we all are in Ukraine, who are inside Ukraine.
Yeah.
Are leaders of freedom. Yeah. We are leading ourselves, because imagine some place electricity, but we are finding way. Here in Odessa, also I see people without electricity, but they smile. Yep. They smile, and they work, as much as it is possible in this circumstances. But no one ready and agree, and it is. No, we are not surrender. We will take our country, our part with us, and 100% we will win. winning, and this is I can say, experience for all of us and for world also, that see, and they also take from us lesson that how they have to keep their country. But happening in this world, if you see, if something happening in another country, see that this will not happen, but this is not now. Are you agree? Before this was happening in Afghanistan, in Syria, in Iraq, we are thinking, oh, this is only on television. We can see.
Exactly.
It's not happening in such a way.
Yeah.
This anytime happen with any country, and inside any, that people should go all together, unite and go forward. That is the only way. That is the only way today. But this not, across the globe. Even, I'm from India, and India, in China, they are interested in their own interest. They are not going forward, right? Because they are thinking about that they are getting from Russia oil, gas, for cheaper. Not thinking that there's this cheaper price, and there is a lot of people are, sacrificing in Ukraine life. So we have to here, all unite together and take all on one platform. And that is a platform, that this organization, what we have, World Organization. So that is a great if everyone will come on say one. What do you think about this?
I didn't hear the last sentence.
No, if everyone have one voice, then we will have only peace across the globe.
Well, Putin has also one voice, and he started a war. So it doesn't automatically mean that we have peace if everybody has one voice.
Yeah, but end of the day, better to have, because even when we pronounce peace, we are, politely, but war, when there's something, happening, eruption.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Kloucek. It was nice to have you on my, and looking forward for more and more discussion with you. I hope that there will be a good time situation will be, and that's great. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Slava Ukraina.
Slava.